We talked about SmackDown being an Undertaker tribute. The last week, the final episode of The Last Ride aired. It talked about his Boneyard match with AJ Styles. It was actually AJ's idea to have the match with Taker. Taker had thought he was done after his Extreme Rules match where he teamed with Roman Reigns against Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. And it was a great match. Taker looked great, and he was like, that was a great way to go out. Styles wanted to wrestle him. And of all people, Michelle McCool, who throughout the series had been kind of, not happy about him always returning to wrestling, she was one of the ones that thought it would be a great idea for Taker to wrestle AJ. And Taker finally accepted. They were supposed to have a regular match. It wasn't supposed to be a Boneyard match, obviously, but then the coronavirus changed everything. But it was a very well-received match. And while they were filming, Taker got a call from his niece who said his brother had a heart attack. And Undertaker then asked, okay, what hospital is he in? And she told him, no, he died. So he talked about how it was just weird. And, he got very emotional. And he was talking about then going through filming the rest of the match where you got caskets and everything when he found out his brother just passed away. But, but Taker said that he's basically done with wrestling. He's retired. But the old, if Vince does need me, in case of emergency, pull out the Undertaker, he'll be there. But he doesn't see that happening.
Yeah, I think that match leaving, it was such a great way to end it all. I will say, though, I have a feeling that, when things resume to normal and there's crowds again, he's going to want to go out with a crowd. And I think he's going to want, and then again, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know physically. He seems like he was, from things I saw, training, and he looks good, but obviously father time, and he's had major injuries, and hasn't wrestled a regular schedule for a very long time. It's, I just look at it, I go, if WrestleMania comes around and he's feeling particularly good in a year or in 2 years or whatever, and there's an opportunity to go out one last time as the dead man, wrestling's the one thing where retirements are just, they're not really, people just say it. So, but I feel like in his case, you have to, at some point, and we saw with some of the matches and not going, him not probably being particularly happy with them in some not favorable matchups to begin with. And that you end it with one like AJ like that. It was just a great way to go out from a career standpoint and looking at it and riding off into the sunset. There's no better way, but there's also just that with the adrenaline, it's really hard to say no to feel that rush one more time. And that's probably what he has left open. And I think we all know there's no way Vince is Vince is 100% going to need him again at some point. And, I think Taker performs until Vince dies.
I mean, selfishly, I'd still like to see Taker and AJ in an actual match. I love the Boneyard match, but I think it would be cool to see Taker have that one last match in the ring, and someone like AJ, I'm sure they can tear it up still.
And I'm sure there will be, next year's WrestleMania or something, if there's an opportunity for Undertaker to do something to go out on that, I wouldn't be shocked if it happens.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you guys for watching Ryback TV. If you could check out my Shooting Blanks Wrestling Report every Monday on all podcast platforms, Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback every Thursday morning on all podcast platforms, and Feed Me More Nutrition, my personal supplement line, available on feedmemore.com and Amazon. Save 10% with discount code YouTube10 and save stupid. Why couldn't you? Almost had it. I almost had the whole video done in one take. New customers, you can save 20% with discount code NEWCUSTOMER on feedmemore.com. Get hungry, stay hungry, feed me more.